The Garden of Eden is a story that has captured the imagination of people for centuries. It's a tale of a paradise where the first humans, Adam and Eve, lived in harmony with God and nature. But where was this heavenly place located? Many have tried to answer this question by studying ancient texts, archaeological finds, and the Bible. From Babylonian records to the writings of early Christian monks, the search for the Garden of Eden has been a journey of exploration and intrigue. Despite all the effort, its exact location remains a mystery. Nevertheless, recent discoveries may have brought us closer to finding its true home. Join us in this video as we explore the various theories of where the Garden of Eden may be located. Together we will take a journey through history, looking at clues and evidence from the past. This is a fascinating story that will have you wondering and pondering the mysteries of our past. Origin of the name Eden. Have you ever wondered where the name Eden comes from? It's a fascinating mystery that has puzzled scholars for centuries. Some believe that the name has its roots in the Akkadian language, where Eden was used to describe a happy land. Others argue that the Hebrew word Eden may have originated from the Sumerian language, where Eden could mean plain. Another theory suggests that Eden is derived from the Persian word Eden, which translates to wild, uninhabited place. Despite all these theories, the exact origin and meaning of the name Eden remain uncertain. Some have even proposed that it was the name of a city in the Assyrian Empire, but there's no conclusive evidence to support this hypothesis. But what we do know is that the name Eden is closely associated with the Garden of Eden, which is described in ancient texts as a paradise where Adam and Eve lived in perfect harmony with nature and God. Regardless of where the name came from, it has come to represent a symbol of a utopian world, a place of happiness and contentment. It's fascinating to think about the many theories surrounding the name Eden and how it has captured the imaginations of people throughout history. What is the Garden of Eden? The Garden of Eden is a legendary place where Adam and Eve, the first human beings, lived before they were banished. The story of their lives in this paradise is told in the Bible's book of Genesis. The Garden of Eden is also known as the Forbidden Garden, and it's where God planted the first human beings. In the garden, God placed the tree of knowledge, warning Adam and Eve not to eat from it. Unfortunately, they disobeyed God and ate to the fruit from the tree. As a result, they were expelled from paradise. The location of the Garden of Eden is shrouded in mystery, but many scholars believe it is associated with the Euphrates River and Iraq. Some suggest that the ancient city of Babylon, located along the river, was the site of the garden. This theory is supported by the fact that the Bible describes the Euphrates River as the one from which the waters in Eden flowed. According to the Bible, the Garden of Eden was surrounded by beautiful gardens in Babylon. Interestingly, the description of the location of long-lost places in the Bible has been taken lightly in the past. For example, the ancient biblical city of Jericho was searched for years until it was finally discovered to be exactly where it was described in the Bible. Similarly, the search for the Garden of Eden continues, but its exact location remains a mystery. Theories about the location of the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden has remained a mystery for centuries, and many have attempted to uncover its elusive location. Scholars and scientists alike have offered a multitude of theories, each with their own unique reasoning. Some suggest that the garden may have been in Africa, as the Bible was written by people living in the Middle East, and Africa is directly south of this region. Others argue that the garden was in the Middle East, as the Bible describes this as the east where the sun rises. Still, others believe that the Garden of Eden may have been located in the Indian subcontinent. as the word Eden is said to have come from the ancient Indian word Vidyudan, meaning abundance. Despite all these theories, the exact location of the Garden of Eden remains a mystery, shrouded in myth and legend. But the search for it continues, as people continue to be intrigued by this enigmatic and elusive place. Perhaps one day, new discoveries will reveal its true location, and we can finally unravel the mystery of this ancient and fabled land. Recent discoveries in the ancient books. Long ago, two civilizations, Etikbal and Amanisavari, thrived in what is now modern-day Iraq. Their existence dates back to the time of the Garden of Eden, and it is believed that the location of the garden was somewhere along the Euphrates River. In the late 19th century, archaeologists uncovered several ancient tiles in Iraq that were created during the time of the Divine Garden. These tiles offer insights into the garden's location and description. One of the tablets suggests that the Garden of Eden was located in the mountains that lie alongside the Euphrates River. Another ancient tablet, found in the city of Ur, located in the southern part of Iraq, which was a center for the worship of the moon god, also indicates that the Garden of Eden could be there. The discovery of these tablets has led many people to believe that the Garden of Eden was indeed in this region of Iraq. However, there is still much debate and no definitive answer as to where exactly the Garden of Eden was located. What the Bible says about the Garden of Eden. The biblical account of the Garden of Eden is found in the book of Genesis, which is dated to around 400 BC, but the story is even older than that, as the oldest surviving manuscript containing the account of the Garden of Eden is the book of Ezekiel, which is dated around 600 BC. Fragments of this book were discovered in the Genesis of Cairo in the archives of the Ben Ezra Synagogue. According to the book of Ezekiel, the Garden of Eden was located in the Persian Gulf, in what is now Iraq. The book describes 4 rivers flowing out of the Garden of Eden, the Euphrates and Tigris rivers, which are located in Iraq, and the Gihon and Hiddekel. It also mentions the land of the Chaldeans, which is known as present-day Iraq. The book of Genesis confirms this location by stating that the Garden of Eden was located to the east of the land of Shinar, which is modern-day Iraq. In the biblical story of creation and the fall of mankind, God created Adam from the dust of the earth and planted the Garden of Eden with the tree of life and the forbidden tree of the knowledge of good and evil in its center. Adam was tasked with tending the garden and naming the animals, with the only commandment being not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God created Eve from Adam's rib to be his companion. However, the serpent in the garden tricked Eve into eating the forbidden fruit, and she, in turn, gave it to Adam. This act of disobedience led to their realization of their nakedness and shame. God punished them by banishing them from the Garden of Eden and subjecting them to hardships, including childbirth and labor. The New Testament book of Revelation describes the Garden of Eden as the place where Enoch who walked with God lived and as a place that is in the mountains. The mountains in the Garden of Eden are likely the Tigris and Euphrates mountains, described as the 2 great rivers flowing out of the garden and through the Middle East, including Iraq. These writings remind us of our connection to the natural world and our responsibility to care for it. It also speaks to our desire for knowledge and the consequences that come from it. But perhaps most importantly, it reminds us of the power of choice and the importance of making the right choices. The Garden of Eden has captivated the imaginations of people around the world for centuries. Its existence has been debated by scholars and scientists. While there are many theories about where this mythical garden might be located, the true location remains a mystery. Despite the many theories and ideas about where the Garden of Eden might be, it is ultimately up to individual interpretation and belief. Some people believe that it was a real place, while others see it as a metaphor or allegory for a deeper truth. As we continue to learn more about the world around us, it's possible that we may one day uncover more clues about the Garden of Eden and its true location. But until then, it remains a fascinating mystery that continues to spark our curiosity and imagination. If you like this video, we recommend you to watch our videos about the apocalyptic prophecies of John, the secrets of the 7 seals and the end times, and secret scriptures, the forbidden books of the Bible. You can support us by subscribing to our channel.